All right, looks like we're good now, so we'll give some people some time to get in here. Saturday, October 26th, we got college football, a lot of NBA. I think most of my bets are actually on the NBA today. I've been struggling with college football, so I'm not that mad about it.
Yeah, I don't have much football either.
Yeah,
Hoping to get a couple.
Yeah, you said you were sick all of yesterday, so you weren't really placing bets.
Yeah. So, worst case scenario, I'm just going to let it ride, and I'm pretty heavy tomorrow.
Yep.
So
focus on the NFL then.
Yeah.
While we're waiting, I'll go over my picket. Look at this month first. I'm down. I've been betting my bankroll is much larger, but I've been only betting like $100 units. I kind of max bet like $250. Pretty bad month so far. Like I said, I've had 18 straight months of profit. I know I was due for some regression eventually. I'm still going to fight like hell to get out of this hole. We got, how many days we have left? Like 4 or 5 days. It's possible. So I'm down $2,700, almost a negative 3% ROI. Couple things I have adjusted going forward was college football. I was placing bets in that weird slot like Tuesday through Thursday where the limits aren't really that large yet, and just trusting like bookmaker. A lot of bookmaker alt lines I think I was losing value on. So now I've been waiting for like Friday and Saturday to actually start placing some of the college football bets. I think that's going to help me out quite a bit. I've had back-to-back positive days here, though. As you can see, I was down to almost like $4,000 a couple days ago and bounced back a little bit. If you look at my calendar here, I've only had 2 days in a row where I've actually made profit. It was Saturday and Sunday 2 weeks ago, and then yesterday, 2 days ago from there. So a lot of red for me this month, but big picture, zoom out, show you a big picture. Even this year, I mean, this is just this feels awful, but this is just a little blip in my chart.
Yeah.
How's your month going so
far? The inverse of yours, I guess. You said you were like negative 3%. I'm at 3%, up about 24 units. Nice. So it's been up and down the whole month. I haven't strung together a good week, but obviously the goods outweighing the bad. But it's been really, really bumpy this month.
How's your all-time college football? Do you know off the top of your head?
Down a couple units, not much, but down a couple units. Now, I had that 2 weeks ago where I lost like 17 units on a Saturday, and so that kind of took away everything, you know.
Yeah. No, I've been I've had a couple good weeks with college football, but for the most part, I've been getting smoked, which is funny because I think a lot of people have been doing pretty well in it. So one of those things where I might just be catching some bad luck, but I'm not happy with my CLV this month. So definitely need to make a couple adjustments.
Starting to mess with the Pickett Pro CLV stuff, and maybe my CLV isn't as good as I thought it was either. So I'm thinking with having basketball daily, it kind of helps with not trying to take some football bets way early, or like you have something else to kind of look at.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think basketball is going to help.
Yeah, basketball is like, that's the one thing we always talk about is football is so fun because the limits are huge, but it's really only on the weekend, and it's really not the most profitable thing for an EV bettor to really attack, because it's like, we're all about volume and finding edges. And yes, you can find some good edges with football, but it sucks that you can't bet it every day. The NBA is just, I'll show my NBA stats just all time. It's the most profitable sport in my eyes. Over a 5% ROI all time betting the NBA. A ton of that comes from props, but really just like all the markets seem good. Even I was kind of worried about playing like first quarter markets to Pinnacle, first half stuff, but those have been crazy good for me too. So I've been basically
kind of what I saw Chaps or something told us he was doing well with them too.
Yeah, a couple guys.
Chaps does well with everything. So
Devin, Cal, T Falco. Definitely. So we launched the NBA player prop bot, obviously this week with NBA starting. T Falco, I'll throw his message up here. It's not been doing well in NBA player props or main ping. Any chance of your math doing a similar write-up of bot plays for the NBA? Yeah, so I'll just quickly talk about kind of my strategy with props and with main lines. And we can probably we'll add a write-up to our pinned channels for our bot plays to kind of see what we're looking for. So what we've actually seen for the NBA, and this is a small sample size, but from what we're seeing, bookmakers actually taking the highest limits on bets. We looked at a couple of games like 2 days ago where bookmaker was taking like 40K limits on spreads, and then Circa and Pinnacle were right behind them at 30K. It's not that much of a difference, honestly. And Circa and Pinnacle, they might have jumped up to 40K by game time anyway. So I think for the most part, you can just trust all three of those books. Same thing with all the other sports. Trust the main line stuff or full game stuff more than first quarter, first halves. I've been doing pretty well betting first quarter, first half stuff. And then when it comes to the player props, FanDuel and BetOnline are what I would consider the sharpest books. Now, with props, it's hard to consider one book sharp because most of the time we consider a book sharp if they take large limits and have a lot of liquidity in their markets. But since player props don't have a lot of liquidity, you kind of have to figure out which book is best at setting their own lines, because the market really doesn't move based on money. It's kind of each book coming up with their own lines, originating their own lines. Historically, so I've been betting this will be the third NBA season, I think, and I have like a 5% ROI on basically every single book for NBA props besides FanDuel. I'm down like 6 or 7% ROI betting FanDuel props with like almost 1,000 bets as a sample size. And then along with me just talking to everyone else that's EV betting, everyone has the same results. So we know FanDuel is pretty damn good at setting lines. So that's why when you see, I'll hop over to, actually, I don't know if we have any plays pinged in our Discord, but when there is a FanDuel and BetOnline odds available, they are the majority of the books we use in the DVIG process. So every book that is used in the DVIG process for NBA props is listed below the graph. So just pay attention there. I've been basically just looking to make sure that FanDuel or BetOnline are in there, and I've had really good success with the player props so far. What about you, Brayton? Have you been betting on FanDuel? I have avoided just betting FanDuel in general with player props.
Pretty much.
I just trust
pretty
them.
much avoided it too. I think it's partially because you kind of told me when I came into EV betting in March was basketball season, and you kind of told me like just don't bet props on FanDuel, and so it kind of stuck with me. And so any props I'm taking, I'm definitely looking to make sure that FanDuel and BetOnline are in agreement. And then take it on DraftKings or Caesars or wherever.
Exactly. We don't have I was just looking through the Discord. We don't actually have a NBA player prop bet up right now, which is kind of weird. The other thing too, a lot of people have mentioned is that we haven't been flagging unders for props. So that's something that I think there's something skewed in our code there where we're missing unders. So we're working on getting the unders popped up quickly. But I'll show you guys my let's show you my NBA player props as of this month. So mostly I'm just betting on DraftKings for the most part, because my limits on all the other books, I'm only getting like $10 off. So I'm basically just focusing on DraftKings, and because I'm not betting on FanDuel. But all right, so this is my month with NBA player props. This is pretty much 100% on DraftKings. So 7% ROI, 3.5 units for me, 36 and 39 record. If we look at, so this is all time. So this is from last year's chart too, where we only had the bot going for the NBA playoffs. So almost 11% ROI just tailing this bot on mostly DraftKings. All right. Let's look into a couple. Actually, if we have any questions, I'll go back. Jay Breeze is in here. What's going on? All right. Doesn't look like there's any more questions. All right. Yeah. Let's just look at some plays. So I'll pop over to the Discord, share this tab. And all right, we've loaded up on FanDuel. I already hit this. These magic pings have been coming up. Yeah, I hit this one here. Oh, this is Spurs actually. So I already played Magic minus 1.5, so I'm probably not going to double dip on here. But here's a play that I would take where we're flagging the Magic minus 2.5 for the full game at plus 132 odds, where we have Pinnacle sitting at 127, and Pinnacle is just really sharp, and this is a full game spread, so it's something that I would definitely take. But like I said, I already hit the Magic minus 1.5, so I don't want to double dip on that one. A lot of FanDuel pings. Let's see if we can find some college football. So here's a good first quarter one that I have not taken. Pinnacle looks like they came up a little bit, but they're still sitting at plus 101, and we have FanDuel at 114. So really good value there. I'm probably actually going to place these bets while I'm loaded up. So Saturday is a tough time to stream or Saturday mornings because there's so much to bet on. So I don't want to just sit here and not be able to bet for an hour or whatever, however long. So I'm going to try hitting some of these. Oh, what we have to talk about is freaking Cobb's Connor. That guy.
Oh God.
Yeah. Go ahead and explain it if you want.
Yeah. So I didn't even pay attention too much to King of the Court, right, on DraftKings. It came out, opening night, and I remember hearing about it, and I was like, oh, I kind of thought about it. Like, I don't understand the promo, but I bet Anthony Davis would be a good play on that, and he ended up winning, and I think I didn't bet it, and he got like a $90 bonus bet or something. Like, that's pretty cool. Well, the next day I see Cobbs throw a pick out there for King of the Court, and he said, we're going to take a long shot, LaMelo. And I was like, okay. So I think we bet LaMelo over 30 or 40 points, and that bet hit. And so I was just happy that the bet hit. I didn't actually think we'd win King of the Court. And it was Boat the next morning in the Discord. He was like, hey, did y'all see King of the Court? I was like, what? I'm like, I think I played LaMelo. Who won? He was like, LaMelo. And then I get the notification from FanDuel, from DraftKings, like, you've been credited with a $1,027 bonus bet. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah. If I were to get, because Cobb actually had a pretty good write-up on why LaMelo was a good play.
Right.
And I didn't see it either. Honestly, I should be hitting more promos, but like, since you might be in the same boat where it's like my promos are only $5-10 max bets.
Right.
Like, it's not worth my time looking. I mean, that's one thing that's great with the promo team is like I can just look down and quickly place one of their bets real quick. So I do that a lot of the time. But a lot of the time I almost ignore promos now because the bankroll is bigger. But I mean, a lot of our members that are hitting these promos don't have the largest bankroll, and to hit a $1,000 bonus bet is just insane.
Crazy.
The promo is so good. So I don't know if you actually explained exactly what it was, but basically, you pick a player, you get a boost to put on a player prop, and whatever player prop or whoever you put that boost on, if they are the leader for the day with points, rebounds, and assists, you split $1 million of bonus bets with the other customers that had that player also. So I think the play is to take kind of the long shot guys, because you don't want to split with 1 million people and get $1 bonus bet.
Right. I think Luka won 2 nights ago. I didn't pay attention last night, but Luka won 2 nights ago, and the bonus bet was 36.
Yeah.
So we kind of hit that $1,000 bonus bet. Just nuts.
I think that's the way to play it, is just taking kind of the long shots.
And then everyone in our Discord hit up DK customer service, asking them to split up the bonus bet.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing too, is because we always kind of preach to convert your bonus bets, and when you have a $1,000 bonus bet, usually the hedge bet is like 4 or 5x that amount. So it's like you got to place a $6,000 bet on the other side.
Right. I looked out. I found one, but it was only 72%. But I found one for like 2,400. So it was pretty easy to convert. But
and for you it's probably not that bad, but most people don't have that type of money in their bankrolls. But so a lot of people divided them up into $100 bets, which was sweet. Everyone just kept attacking the customer service reps at DraftKings to get it broken up, and they did.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was sweet. Jesse, quick comment and question down here. He just says he's 2 days into the Discord. He loves the product. Only problem he's having is he's getting that interaction failed when trying to set up notifications for the small market bot. So we were having the same issue with the main market bot the other day. I had to redo the notification system. So I'll get on that today or tomorrow just to fix that for you guys. All right, we'll go look at a couple more plays here. I had just hit this. Which one did I just hit here? I might have already been gone. Let's look at, so there's a lot of first quarter stuff popping off. I'm just going to take these because they've been so good so far, and the EV is pretty high, even though we're a little bit far out from game time. So the Spurs versus Rockets, we have the Spurs. It's a first quarter team total, so it's a pretty small market here, but I'll go with it. Pinnacle has been pretty level here. See FanDuel spiking up. Might not be that much of a spike, though, because it looks like they were probably priced at minus 101 and then just jumped to plus 102. That's one thing if you're new here and you see this kind of big spike, just make sure you're looking at the numbers because we have this dead space between plus 100 and negative 100. So this jump might only be like 3 cents, but it looks crazy drastic. So I'm not worried like FanDuel knows something. So this is a bet that I'm going to hop in and place real quick. Also, with first quarter, half, and first half stuff, I'm probably recommending just doing the quarter Kelly. Save your bigger bets and your half Kelly bets for something you're really confident in, like full spreads and total stuff like that. So I'm gonna go place this one right now. Yeah, I didn't grab. We need to get Cobb in the chat and see, does he have a pick out for today? I think everyone's just gonna tail him the rest of the time.
He's at that tournament, that pool tournament or something.
Oh, that's
so he might not have a play today.
You got anyone in mind? I haven't even looked at all. The other thing I'll mention too is for new members here, the main bot, this is for the premium subscription. This is where you're going to find all of your spreads, totals, money line bets, stuff like that. When I find a play that I like, I can reply to it and send it down. If you look out for the call outs channel, there's the closing dime bot plays. So when I see a good chart or something I'm on, I'll place that bet and then send it into this channel. So if you're new and you're just looking for kind of easy bets to tails, turn your notifications on for my channel, and you can kind of just tail the bets. Just make sure you're getting the same price that it's called out at, because if the price moves on you, it's no longer good, most likely. But this is something where you can kind of scroll through my channel and just see which type of plays that I'm on, just to get comfortable with the Discord. We've had a lot of new members over the past couple weeks with NBA starting. So definitely ask questions and just watch a bunch of YouTube videos about positive EV betting if you're new to it, really. But we're trying to put out more content just explaining how the Discord works and stuff like that. Place that one. All right. T Falco said he wasted his $1,000 bonus.
I saw that. I wish I knew more.
I'm assuming
he just bet it
straight. Yeah,
bet it on an EV play. Damn.
Yeah, that's kind of rough, but hopefully you're still having a good month. All right, let's go hop back into the Discord. I'll scroll through more of these FanDuel ones. I think this was the one I hit earlier. The Spurs. This is a really good play. Spurs Rockets first quarter over 55.5 at plus 114, almost 5% EV there. That's a really good play. That's the one I did a bet earlier, so I'm just going to send that one to my channel. We'll talk about Sigma Bet real quick. I don't want to get into any of the pricing or anything yet. Well, we're going to release that very shortly. What I can say, though, is the first week or two, we're going to be offering a massive discount for all of our members to get in first, and that'll be a locked-in price that you guys can have forever. So I'll just start by saying that. I guess really just want to give Sigma a shout out for partnering up with us. I think it makes sense for both of us because Sigma, I mean, you've seen him post in his channels, and he is just really intelligent, and he came from top-down betting, so he understands value. He understands, basically everything we do. And now he's kind of in the place where he ran out of ways to get money down. He knows how to find edges. He just can't get enough money down anymore. So he started to originate his own stuff. And I'll say props are extremely beatable. And I think he said he has like 75% CLV beat on props. So not that beating CLV is always that important when you're bottom up betting the way he's, projecting his own lines. But for our crowd, that's all we care about. And that's all we really preach for the most part. So obviously it's great to see that he's beating CLVs, finding edges. The player prop market is, I'm not going to say it's easy to find an edge, but that's the only place that I believe you can really find really good edges by projecting. He's also calling out some college football, and he's going to be doing some NBA, but also NFL, like totals and spreads. He says it's tough to find edges there, but I think he does find some good spots to play and explains it very well too. So we're glad to have Sigma in here. He is free. This part of his Discord, this channel over here is free until Monday. So make sure you're checking out what's going on here and tailing as many bets as you can. I've been pretty profitable tailing him, and I know that Brayton, you've done really well too, right?
Hit a couple, hit a little rough patch with it, but I'm still up overall. Yeah, but yeah. I believe. And when I first started, I was betting half units, and now I'm betting full units. So a little bit of that variance kind of took away for it. So I think the record looks good. I think we'll be very profitable there.
How you guys feeling in the chat about Sigma? Let us know your thoughts. I think he's a great ad. Like I said, so the other thing too, the reason we wanted to add him too, from a business perspective, is a lot of people come in here and they're looking for just bets to tail. They want data, and they want someone to tell them what to do. And we don't reach that market because we don't recommend anyone tailing our bets because the lines move so quick. But with Sigma, you can kind of come in here, read why he picked the bet, and if you like it too, tail him, and it kind of just works out perfect for us. And for him, he has the product and he has good edges, but he doesn't have the the marketing team that we have to get the product out there. I say this all the time too. It's not overly difficult to build a product. It's very hard to market it and educate people on it and stuff like that. So I think it's just a really good partnership.
Was it? I'm losing track of my days, but yesterday or the day before when he posted, I don't know, 30, it felt like NFL props.
Yeah,
just taking them one after the other.
Yeah, he did place, probably like almost 20 NFL props. And I took, I didn't have too much time. So I just kind of scanned through and found everyone on FanDuel and DraftKings that I could actually get a full unit on. So I didn't go back and hit like MGM and all the other ones he had, but I still probably got 8 props off from him, which is nice.
Yeah.
T Falco said he had Vikings plus 7.5. I think that's where he lost. Yeah, that's rough. All right, back into Discord. I mainly focused on FanDuel because I can get the most off there. Let's see if we have any college football up here. Here's one right here. North Texas versus Tulane. This is a first half total, so I'm pretty comfortable with it. Looks like it's probably a main line because bookmakers priced at minus 102. And we're getting FanDuel at plus 110, 1.7% EV. These are bets that I'm probably not playing maybe even yesterday, but since it's day of, the limits are high. We can trust bookmaker this close to game time. This is a noon game, so we're an hour and a half away. Limits should be probably peaked out right now. So this is the time to play it. Load that up. Let's see, make sure the play is still there. Yep, still good at 110. Yeah, I need a nice little run to end this week.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel pretty confident. I'm not gonna lie. I
hate those days.
Yeah, right. So the down stretch I had I'm not going to say it's a good thing because it sucks, but I think it's going to be nice if I do the recap and I'm down to kind of just show people that happens. Even people that know what they're doing and been doing it forever, I'm still making mistakes. I'm still getting bad variance in that. So not that it's a good thing. I always try to take something positive away from the down stretches. Even me and Brayton have had these conversations too, where it's like, dude, if you can lose 6 days in a row and you can get comfortable with that feeling, that's what makes you like unstoppable in the long term. So it's like when I have a couple of days of losing bets, I kind of just take it as an opportunity to get comfortable with losing and
Yeah.
always try to pull something positive out of it.
No, yeah, you told me that. I guess that day I lost the $1,700. It's like 17 units. It was my whole month at that point. And like, dude, if you can get comfortable with that, like, that's a good thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah. I mean, if you're losing, months and months in a row over thousands of bets, then something needs to be adjusted. But for the most part, you're most likely just experiencing some real bad variance.
Well, and it's just it's just the EV journey. You scale so quickly. So, I started off at $1,100 and I lost $1,700 in a day. It makes it feel that much worse,
Well, yeah, exactly. But then at the same time, you have so many days where you're making over $1,000 in a day, and that was your starting bankroll, which is just crazy.
Exactly.
I mean, we got to talk about Chaps too, because dude, that guy is going insane. So
I don't even understand it.
Do you know what he started with? He only started with $1,000 or $2,000 also. Right?
$2,000. His bankroll was $2,000 when he started with this in April.
So yeah, Chaps. Here, I'll pull him up and I think I have his chart right here where he reapplied for 20. Yeah, so this is Chaps' chart, and he's been only betting with SharpMoney. His whole only EV bets through us, and he started with $2,000, and he's been here for probably 6 months, and now he's at over $20,000 in profit. And not only is this guy killing the books, but DraftKings actually reached out to him to invite him into their VIP program. Somehow he got classified as a square better. I have no idea how it happened. Maybe he was taking like those live tennis things or something. I have no idea. Anyway, Chap joined the VIP, which is supposed to be giving him a ton of great bonus bets, probably massive bonus bets and massive boost for being in the VIP program. And he's been starting to bet, trying to look like more like a square, and he still can't miss. He's betting
almost trying to lose. Like, he bet like what? Like,
look bad. Can't lose.
He threw like $200 on like a 12-leg parlay or something.
Yeah. And then he had one. He just had Aaron Judge and Shohei Ohtani to hit a home run parlay together, like the most square bet you could ever place. Smashed it. I'm like, he's on a heater right now.
Like his October, he's over 10 grand in just October.
Yeah, I mean, look at that peak right there. It's so crazy.
Nuts.
And dude, his volume, I think he placed the most bets out of anyone in our Discord. I think.
Yeah, he's doubled my volume, and we've been in the same time, so he's doubled my volume.
11,000 bets, or actually 12,000. Yeah, over almost 12,000 bets. It's just insane. But he's the perfect example that, volume works.
Yep.
Here's a couple charts that look funky that I'll just kind of point out here. We have Navy over 17.5 at plus 100 odds on DraftKings. If you look down, you see no chart here. This is just sometimes we have trouble picking up historical data on odds, but the odds are always listed down here. So Bookmaker has us at minus 126, and we're getting even money on DraftKings here. I already placed this bet, but definitely go hammer Navy over 17.5 points on DraftKings if you got it.
I just got a text asking me if the prop bot is dead because they haven't seen a ping in a while.
Yeah, I was just looking. I'll look at it again in a minute. Actually, did BetOnline just come up? Yeah, BetOnline just pinged right here.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know. It seems slow this morning. I think I woke up at like 5 a.m. and hit a couple on DraftKings, but then everything's disappeared. So here's a good example of kind of what I'm looking for. I mean, this is a pretty clear outlier on BetOnline, plus 118. But BetOnline is kind of, I would like to see a FanDuel line down here before I bet into BetOnline, because I do consider them, FanDuel and BetOnline the sharpest books. So this is just a market average using Caesars, MGM, and Pinnacle and ESPN Bet. Really, market average is all right if I was to bet it against a regular book, but I really probably wouldn't play this on BetOnline. But yeah, no other pings for NBA props right now. Maybe our developer is kind of working on that right now and shut down. Spurs pings have been going crazy.
Yeah, adding those unders is gonna be great. I remember hitting those unders being really, really good.
Yeah, I mean, unders should be like half the bet. So I don't know
why
they're not popping up right now, but they'll get straightened out. He's a college kid that does most of our work. He said he had some big exams this week, so maybe he's a little busy. But
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. I'm pretty sure I already hit the Spurs. This is such good value, though. I might just hit it again. Like we were talking earlier, Bookmaker has so far had the highest limits. So I'm going to hit this one here. Spurs minus 1.5 points, plus 128. I think I'm already on one of these lines, but I'm not afraid to double dip. I think, have you been kind of doing that same strategy? I know you've been sick, so you haven't placed too many bets, but a lot of people struggle with getting like a lot of doubles and triple bets, especially when like our bot will ping this minus 1.5 and also ping a 2.5 at the same time. So I've been kind of just playing them like quarter Kelly or a little under maybe, and just if I hit 3 of them in a row, it's not going to kill me. But that's kind of
what I'm doing, especially the larger wagers. Some of them that I'm like, I think I might have played that again already. Yeah. You know, I won't throw a unit and a half on it. I'll throw a unit.
Yeah.
Just because it rang a bell. It sounded familiar, you know?
Yeah, no, I've been doing the same type of thing. My luck, I mean, part of the reason that I've had such a terrible month is I've gotten that reverse middle a bunch of times. Like we talk about all the time, where sometimes like yesterday, and I've been trying to be better at double checking before I reverse middle myself. But yesterday I had, it was a puck or a NHL total. I had under 5.5 and over 6.5, both like plus 150 on each side. And I was like, I saw it right before the game started. I was like, shit, this is going to land on 6, isn't it? And it did. So I'm just making sure. And I did it for like 6 units on a college football first half the other week too. So it's like you take away some of that dumb stuff, and you know, my month would be much better. All right, set that one over. Yeah, not too many college football pings. Here's some. Let's see, which one is this right here? This is a market average play, and I'm fine playing these if you know that really is an outlier here. Oh, it looks like our numbers might be screwed up on the bottom here. But looking at the chart, we see there's a couple books priced in this over plus 100 range. So this is probably one that I would leave alone. Market average is tough. You want to find a pretty good edge there before you bet it. Here's another one. This is market average, which I might take this one because DraftKings is priced at minus 110 and MGM is minus 110. We're getting plus 110 on FanDuel, and a 5% value, even though it's not to like these good books, really, DraftKings and MGM. The UV is there. It's good enough for me to take a stab on. Probably just play a half unit or something on this one. I don't even know how to say these names. It's Marist and Val.
Yeah.
Not even sure. But when you're EV betting, you don't even really need to know what the teams or the games or the players. Nothing. It's all math based. I always say this too, is like I would say a few years ago, I knew sports, I knew players and teams so much more than I do now. I used to just be obsessed with watching sports. I wasn't really betting. I bet on them a little bit here and there. Never made any money just betting by watching it. So now that I've gotten into sports betting, I've actually paid way less attention to actual like games and standings and stuff like that, because I'm just so focused on finding bets.
Right.
It's funny how that works. I know nothing about most sports, and then I make more money. So it's kind of funny how that works.
It makes it a lot it's good being a part of betting this way, especially whenever your NFL team's not doing great. It's like you stop kind of caring about like standings and whatever, and it's just all about your profits.
Yeah. What are the Saints at right now?
2-5.
They
lost 5 in a row. Yeah, they lost 5 in a row.
Yeah, you're in the same boat with me.
Yeah.
You're fighting over that first round pick.
Right.
What I haven't been placing any. Let's look at NBA. Is there any NFL props going right now?
I think there is. Placed that many lately either.
All right, we got quite a bit, and I haven't placed too many of these. Big books I'm looking at. FanDuel I'm still very selective with what bets I'm taking. So I like to, for other props, I'd like to look at BetOnline, obviously, and Circa. Right here, BetOnline is priced at plus 152, Circa at 155. It's probably showing a little bit of value to those two books at plus 172 on FanDuel. So this is one I'll play. I already hit this for a half unit earlier, so my name didn't stick to it, but that one's good. Kyler Murray over passing attempts. Looking down, we have BetOnline at minus 117, DraftKings minus 125. Something I might sprinkle on too, just because we have that BetOnline price at minus 117 might show a little bit of value here. So I'll place this one. Kyler Murray over 30.5 passing attempts, minus 102 on FanDuel. I just logged into my FanDuel. I got a lot of promos to play today too.
Yeah, I haven't even looked at them. Today might be a dead day for me.
Yeah, you're just gonna relax,
just sleep.
Yeah, try to catch up. Jeff is out on, or Mathwin's out on the golf course today. He said he's getting his last round, and otherwise he would have been here. We'll have to I think we'll get back on track for the Saturday streams. We missed, like 2 weeks in a row?
2 weeks in a row.
Yeah. Anyone in this stream that is not a premium member? I'm curious if there's anyone, or kind of like brand new. If it's your first week or something, leave a comment. Let me know. I'll probably try to explain a couple of the more basic things in the Discord if we got a couple new members watching. But I don't want to go over some of the basic stuff if no one is new here. All right, let's look. What else can we look at? Oh, this live stream questions. Thought something was in here. Let's see if there's just someone asking if there's a lottery play today. So I'll post probably. I saw on FanDuel there was that stepped up college football parlay. So I'll probably throw something together for that. Oklahoma plus 12.5 here, plus 190 on FanDuel, 3% EV compared to DraftKings and ESPN bet. Might be worth a little sprinkle. I'm already on Oklahoma earlier on something else, so I already know that I'm good there. Here is a NHL bet, and we see Pinnacle dropped very heavily from plus 134 down to 128. Actually, it's not that heavy of a drop. It just looks drastic. So it's only a 6-cent drop. But at the same time, FanDuel bounced up some reason. But it looks pretty stable here at 128. So this is a play that I'll be taking right now. We got Flyers in the Wild over 6.5 goals at plus 134. Any idea how you've been doing on NHL, the mainline stuff?
I don't know exactly, but I feel like they're doing pretty well. Props, I kind of stopped taking them after they were doing okay. I think I'm up all the time on them, but just not been my something I'm really targeting right now.
I've cut out NHL props for me right now too because I was struggling with them, and Easy Adam actually kind of told me this, and he actually mentioned this in I think the daily win-loss section today too. But if you're struggling, if you're on a down streak, you need to kind of just cut out what's not working and, hammer the mainline stuff and stuff that, it has been working. So for me, I'm pretty confident that I'll figure out the NHL props. But right now when I'm down, I'm not going to try, doing any experiments right now on NHL props.
Right.
So that was good advice. He actually posted like a real long thing that I pinned to the channel in the daily win-loss, but he made a lot of good points there about what to do when you're kind of on a losing streak. Here's another good ping. Raptors first half plus 9.5, minus 110 on FanDuel. I think most of my money, probably over 50% of my money today is going to be on NBA. And my NBA has been great to start, so minus 110. All right, we still got it. The price is still good. Lock that one in. I'll send it over to my channel. And 2% EV. We see Pinnacle coming up a little bit, but kind of flat here. It looks like FanDuel might just be over adjusted in this market here. Yeah, so same thing, like Raptors pinged 8.5, 9.5. You often see that where
Yeah.
if FanDuel is mispriced, they're going to be. Oh, so here's a cool one too. This one might be slightly better, just because we have Circa down here too. They're priced at -105 and Pinnacle -102. See, Cal already hopped on this one, so this is kind of the main line for Pinnacle and Circa. And when you have two sharp books factored into the DVIG process, you can really trust it. Circa doesn't place too many alt, or I don't think they place any alt lines at all, and Pinnacle does. So you're not going to see Circa on alternate spreads. So they're only posting mainline stuff. So I'm actually going to just throw another half unit on this, just because now that I see that we have two sharp books here, I just like it that much more. 108, correct. Yeah. Price is still good too. I've missed a lot of NBA bets because the prices move pretty quick. Pistons first half point spread against the Celtics. Looks like the Pinnacle historical odds are missing here. I'm assuming it's on Pinnacle. Only 1% EV, and it's against my Celtics. Might just hold off on that one. Celtics look good first game of the year. It's freaking blowout first game. How much basketball do you watch, any?
No, not a ton. I'd love to get it's for whatever reason I can't catch the Pelicans down here. And so if I could watch every game, I guess I would. But
yeah.
So not too much.
We see. Have you been playing? Have you had good luck with first quarter stuff in the NFL? Or I couldn't
even tell you. NFL in general has been good to me. But I haven't dissected my markets really.
Yeah, I do the same
thing. It's all been
where
pretty good.
I only go back and like look at what's what I'm doing if I'm losing. Like if I look at the NFL and I'm up big and I've been betting like every category, I typically don't check. Like you could be getting hammered on first quarter stuff and you don't know it just because you're winning everywhere else. But until you actually start seeing some losses, I don't check it out either, to be honest.
Yeah.
Here's a college football play that pinged on ESPN bet. I get quite a bit of. I can actually get like $50 to $100 down on these guys, so it's not bad. But bookmaker Cal is just beating me to every single bet here. Bookmaker is at -141, and we see ESPN bet at -120 here. So I'm going to load this one up and place this bet. Yeah, Cal's quick on the trigger.
I know he likes to bet day of, so.
Yeah, he's probably just hits everything day of.
Mm-hmm.
Log in.
Yeah, I'm going to take this play.
The ESPN bet one?
Yeah.
See if it's still good. I just log in now. -18.5 or +18.5. Sorry, -120. Yep, Charlotte +18.5, -120 on ESPN looks real good. Let's see what we got. I was able to get $100 down, so that's good.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Send that one to the channel.
All right, I might have to pop off, Robbie.
Cool. All right.
Starting to struggle a little bit, man.
That's all right, man. Hopefully you feel better. I'll probably hang on for a little bit, but
I'll listen to it. All right, cool.
All right, see you, man.
Thanks, man.
Thanks for joining. I see Dapper in here. What does he got to say? Yeah, we've been playing some college football. Been playing some NBA, but he's been a little selective on what he's playing. So kind of Dapper does a little bit of his own research to find his plays. So I've been talking to even Sigma. He's been doing some bottom up betting for us, and he's not placing any bets on the NBA until like week 3, where he has some data points to collect. And with positive EV betting too, with just with any sport starting, we're basically trusting sharps to make good decisions and find bets. So like the first couple of weeks of any sport might be a little bit hairy, even if you're positive EV betting or bottom up betting. So far for me, NBA has been really good player props all around. Like I said, mostly using FanDuel as the sharp. Here's another one on ESPN bet while we're right here. We have Bruins versus Maple Leafs under 5.5 goals at +120 on ESPN. 3% EV. We see the line has been dropping quick. Looks like they opened up at 130, way too high. and they're dropping down to that plus 120. So definitely a bet I would take here. It looks like Pinnacle is at 116, which isn't too much value, but our bot factors in a little bit of retail books along with Pinnacle. So I will be placing this one real quick as well. I'll have to filter out how my totals have been doing on NHL. Totals across the board, they take less. What was this? All right, so this bet is already dead. It's already plus 115, so it's no good anymore. Fair value is plus 113, so it is technically a slight EV, maybe like a 0.5% EV. But I'm gonna lay off that one now. But if you want to sprinkle like a quarter unit on it, go ahead. Yeah, so limits for any sharp book pretty much always go spreads are number one, where a book, let's just say for football, they're taking 50K limits on spreads, then most likely they're probably going to be taking 10 or $20,000 limits on totals. And then money lines are usually around that totals mark too, like 10 to 20,000, like definitely less than half. Spreads are where the books focus all their energy, and a lot of the professional bettors focus the energy too. So that's where a lot of the value typically is. All right, we have a couple more pings on FanDuel here. So I scroll down to the bottom to keep it fresh. Ole Miss versus Oklahoma over 48.5 points, minus 105. Bookmakers at minus 122. This is a great bet. This game starts in an hour. Over 48.5, minus 105. I'm probably going a unit and a half here. I like that bet a lot. It's a good play. Good ping. 2.5% EV. Calf Kelly, I'd play it at since it's main line. I'm going to round it up to 1.5 units. Looks like we're getting the alt lines ping too. So typically, if multiple, so a lot of people ask this question too: should I be laddering these plays? So basically, there's two ways to go about this. Typically, the way that I always did it is I would just say, like, look at the EV and take the best EV. So this one is 2% EV. This one is 2.5% EV. So I would just be playing this one right here because it has the most value. But what if you wanted to sprinkle a little bit on both? Is what you should do is find the recommended bet size for one of these bets. So it's 1.3 units, call it 1.5 units. So I would only be betting 3/4 of a unit on each of these ladder plays, since there's only two, to get you to this total. You don't want to place 1.3 units on this one and then scroll down and bet another unit on this one and have 2.5 units out on a very correlated play. So basically pick a unit size and then divide it over how many bets you're going to place. If this was, 3 different ladders, then you'd have to probably downsize to a 0.5 unit on each play to get to that 1.5 unit mark. All right, that's good there. We'll hop DraftKings, get a couple pings. First quarter, Cleveland Cavs under 29.5, plus 110. This game's on at 7 o'clock tonight, only 1%, 1.5% EV. Looks like Pinnacle dropped their odds down a little bit here. Might be worth a little sprinkle. I'll probably just play this because they've been so good to me, the first quarter bets, and I'm probably going to be busy the rest of the day, so I want to get this one in. So Cavs and the Wizard, or no, just Cavs first quarter team total under 29.5 points. Log in FanDuel. If you guys haven't seen it too, we just got an order of our first SharpMoney gear. So I got a nice Nike sweatshirt. I think it's pretty sweet. We're sending out some t-shirts to the promo team and all of our mods in the Discord. Also, if you scroll down to the bottom, I don't know if you guys if you've seen this or you're playing it, but this is in the free chat. We have Football Mania and Basketball Mania, which is basically we pick a game to start the day. Like this was Thursday Night Football. You have to take a guess on the actual score of the game and a player prop. And if you guess the correct score, then you'll win a free membership or a t-shirt, whatever you want. So we also run that for basketball most days too. So a fun little free game that we run. We just started that a couple weeks ago. think we've had only 1 or 2 winners. All right, I'm gonna hop back in. I don't think I ever placed that bet on DraftKings. Got distracted. I texted my phone. 6. All right, let's go. That was Cavs team total, right? It's another good ping right there. I'll get back to that in a second once I place this bet. All right, good. It's still there. So yeah, I just placed Cavs under 29.5 plus 110 on DraftKings. All right, let's look at this last ping that popped up here. Ole Miss versus Oklahoma. So this is one that we just placed a full game bet on. So I'm going to avoid that one. But I would play this if you don't have anything on this Oklahoma Ole Miss play yet. Let's find one more good play. Yeah, so this is the one we just hit. We've an over full game. I have no problem playing, over full game, over first half points. I actually don't even have a problem playing over full game and under first half. Just maybe if you realize you have a lot correlated, just kind of keep that unit size down. I never recommend putting more than 3 units on a correlated bet. So if you already have a couple units out, I'd probably just avoid this. If you only have 1 unit on the over full game, then maybe sprinkle a little bit more here. But BetMGM's ping like crazy. Here's a Bulls under 26.5 plus 115. Not bad. All right, I guess that's basically it here. I have pretty low limits on Caesars. Ole Miss, Oklahoma's pinging on Caesars as well. We were able to get that at -105, I think, on FanDuel. But all right, I think I'm going to close the stream down here. Be looking for a few more bets before noon. If you guys are new to EV betting, check out my YouTube channel at Closing Dime. Also, if you're not signed up for premium and you're a new member, you can use code DIME50 when you go to purchase a premium subscription on the WAP page. So definitely check that out. So it's 50% off if you use that code for the first month. There's also a 7-day free trial, so you can sign up for premium absolutely free and cancel before the 7 days. You won't be charged. So definitely check it out. Let me know if you guys have questions in the Discord. Always feel free to reach out to me, DM me, ask questions in the Discord. I like people asking questions actually in the Discord rather than DMing me, just because there might be other people that have the same question as you and they get to see the answer. So obviously feel free to DM me if it's, something more personalized, but if it's like a broad question, ask it in the Discord so everyone can see it. But all right, let's make some money this week. I got some ground to cover, so let's have a good day. All right, see you guys.